Welcome Jeremy Lighthacker and Jan Grenner here to Women Lane Studios #1. So Jeremy, let's talk a little about this new program or new workshop that we're adding to the Film Scoring Summer program, which is a program to train composers from both the film and media world and the classical music world how to mock up their compositions so it will appear realistic to the pitches that they need to do in the film and TV world, but also from the concert point of view to audiences who want to hear the real thing. We want to make it sound real. Jeremy, tell me about this new program.
Yeah, I mean, I think personally, I think that having really high quality mock-up skills are some of the best assets a composer can have. So we're going to dive into everything from front to end. We'll function in Logic, and we'll talk about how to input, how to work with live input using the mod wheel, how to make them sound realistic. We'll go through each section of the orchestra, starting with strings, brass, woodwinds, percussion, finally mixing it all together, spatially panning everything. At the end of the day, you want to try and present your stuff so that it sounds as real as possible. And I think this is a really valuable program.
Fantastic. So Jan, tell us a little bit about the Film Scoring Summer program.
Yeah, in this 3-week program, we're taking the student from the very first step in the film composing process to the actual recording of a full orchestra of their film cues. So they are going to have the chance to learn all the skills that are necessary for making a career in the industry. They are going to record for piano first and then have a bigger ensemble and an even bigger ensemble, so it grows and grows. And they are going to learn to score film scenes, how to sync their music, how to think as a composer, how to analyze a scene, and how your music should support the visuals or maybe even play against the visuals, whatever. We're having Hollywood film composer Christopher Young coming for a week and sharing his expertise with the students, and they get a chance to also score one of his movie scenes or any other scene they wish to pick. And it's a great opportunity to really learn the fundamentals of film scoring.
So Jeremy, in today's world, I mean, it's almost impossible for a classical composer to have his work or her work performed by a symphony orchestra. It's just so difficult because it's just, it's just so few orchestras that are willing to take on the works of new younger composers. So younger composers need to have the ability to mock stuff up so it sounds real. Tell me about how this program will work for the classical composers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've all been there. We work in Sibelius or Finale, and we hit the play button, and it sounds like MIDI. It just it has this generic kind of tinny playback. And what we're going to do is provide the skill set necessary to input everything in through Logic and a DAW using a MIDI keyboard. And at the end of the day, with the right skills and the right technique and the right sequence of events, you can get your music sounding, I mean, you A/B it to a live stuff, and it's pretty darn good. So we're going to really try and focus on realism, and so that that classical composer can listen to their stuff actually played by an orchestra. At the end of the day, the sound libraries that we use are live musicians, whereas Finale, Sibelius playback are synthesis generated music. So we will actually get you to have your music played by live musicians.
And it's great, they have everyone who's watching this now have the opportunity to scroll down on the screen here on the website and actually hear what you did for a rescore of an animation. So they can go and look at that and they'll be able to see what can actually be done.
Yes, absolutely. All done on a laptop with minimal amount of money spent on gear. It's the right skill set, the right tools.
Fantastic.
Yeah.